Picture a stormy summer sea where towering waves crash against wooden ships, their sails snapping in the wind. It's 1588, and England, a small island nation, faces the mightiest fleet ever assembled, a Spanish Armada bent on invasion. This is the defeat of the Spanish Armada 437 years ago, a high-stakes naval showdown that saved a queen, defied an empire, and turned the tide of history with cannons and courage. It begins with a grudge. Spain's King Philip II, 55, rules a global empire, flush with New World gold. England's Queen Elizabeth I, 54, a Protestant, defies him, raiding Spanish ships through privateers like Francis Drake and supporting Dutch rebels against Spanish rule. Philip's had enough. By 1587, he plans to crush England, depose Elizabeth, and restore Catholicism. He amasses the Armada, called Invincible by some, 130 ships, 19,000 soldiers, 8,000 sailors, and 2,000 cannons, crewed by men from across his realm. The Armada sails from Lisbon in May 1588, aiming for the English Channel to escort an invasion army from Flanders. England's navy, 66 ships strong, is smaller but nimble, led by Lord Howard of Effingham, 52, and Drake, 48. Elizabeth bolsters coastal defences, mustering 20,000 militia. Beacons are set to blaze if the Spanish land. Spanish logs, like those of Admiral Medina Sidonia, show confidence. English reports, penned by Howard, brim with defiance. July 31st, the Armada enters the Channel, its crescent formation stretching 7 miles. English ships, faster and longer ranged, harass from afar, their 4-pound culverins outgunning Spanish broadsides. At Plymouth, Drake's fleet slips out, shadowing the Armada. August 2nd, off Portland Bill, cannons roar. 2 Spanish ships, damaged, are abandoned, but the Armada holds. English letters describe the chase. We pluck their feathers little by little. Spanish discipline falters. Medina Sidonia struggles to keep order. The turning point comes August 6th at Calais. The Armada anchors, waiting for the Flemish army. Drake seizes the moment. 8 fireships, packed with pitch and gunpowder, are set ablaze and sent drifting into the Spanish fleet at midnight. Panic erupts. Spanish captains cut cables, scattering their ships in chaos. The Capitana, a galleon, runs aground. 1,000 men are lost. Medina Sidonia's dispatches lament the infernal fires. English ships pounce, closing for the kill. August 8th, off Gravelines, the battle peaks. Howard's fleet, now 100 strong, joined by volunteers, unleashes hell. For 9 hours, cannons thunder, splintering Spanish hulls. The Armada's tight formation crumbles. 1,500 Spaniards fall. 5 ships sink. English losses: 50 dead, no ships lost, per naval logs. Storms, called Protestant winds by jubilant English scribes, batter the fleeing Armada. Medina Sidonia retreats north, around Scotland and Ireland, losing 60 ships to wrecks and starvation. By October, 50 sail limp back to Spain, half the men dead, 15,000 gone. England erupts in joy. Elizabeth at Tilbury declares to her troops, "I have the heart of a king and a king of England." Her speech, recorded by witnesses, cements her legend. Spain's defeat, detailed in the Relación of Spanish captain Calais, who survived a shipwreck, marks a shift. England's navy rises, Spain's grip weakens. The Armada's failure, costing Philip 20 million ducats, opens the Atlantic to English exploration. Excavations off Ireland's coast, like the 1968 find of the Girona, confirm the toll. 1,300 artifacts, from cannons to coins. 437 years past, 1588's clash was history's blockbuster. 19,000 Spaniards against 8,000 English, 130 ships sunk or scattered. From Drake's fireships to Elizabeth's resolve, it's a tale of daring, storms, and a small nation's stand, etched in logs, letters, and the sea's own memory.